Let's begin at the top of our mat. Sweep the arms up to the sky and bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Hands to the heart. Doesn't that feel good? Feels good for me. Okay. Sweep the arms up to the sky once more, maybe looking up and back and swan dive. Bring the hands to the mat. Step the left foot back into a lunge. Raise the arms up. And let's bring the back foot down, the back heel down, and go into a warrior two position. Warrior two is just like this. Heel to arch alignment. So the front heel is in line with the back foot arch. And you don't want your back foot coming up from the pinky side. You want to plug that outside of the foot in so that the inner arch is lifted. Okay. From here, reverse that warrior by just letting your back hand slide down the leg as you bring your right arm overhead and looking up at it. And back to warrior two. And now side angle pose. Bring the right forearm on the right thigh and reach the left arm overhead. Remember to breathe. And if you want to go deeper here, you can bring the right hand on the mat. Okay, let's go back to warrior two. And windmill the hands down into plank position. Lower the body slowly into upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Move your knees around, bending one leg and straightening the other. And then just hold them straight if you can. Bend the knees once more. Look forward at your hands. And then straighten the knees and look at your thighs. Bend the knees, look at your hands. And then straighten them and look at your thighs. Bend the knees once again, looking at your hands, and you're going to hop forward. And I did that on an exhale, I forgot to say. And from here, let's go into chair pose. Sit your butt into an imaginary chair with your knees hugging together while your feet are fairly close together and your arms are up and forward fold. While you're in this forward fold, now let's get into our crescent position by just bringing the right foot back into a lunge and raising the arms up. Remember to breathe. Bring the back heel down. Heel to arch alignment for warrior two. And reverse that warrior. If you want to deepen it, you can just bend the front knee more forward. And go back to warrior two. And side angle pose. Left forearm on the left thigh as your right arm reaches overhead. And reverse that warrior. And windmill the hands down into plank. Send the shoulders forward. Lower down slowly into upward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Raise the right foot up and step it forward between your hands the best you can. Slide the back heel down and raise your arms up into a warrior one position. And let's go back actually to warrior two. Now in warrior two, straighten the front knee so that you're now going to transition to a triangle pose. So in triangle pose, I like to plug that right hip into the socket, and then the left slightly comes forward, and then I reach toward the right with my whole body. My right fingers are reaching forward, and then I drop the right fingers down and left fingers come up. Taking a couple breaths here in your beautiful triangle pose. And come back to your arms back to center here. Bend the front knee. And reverse the warrior. Come back to warrior two. Straighten the front knee. And reverse the triangle. And let's windmill the hands down. Go through our vinyasa flow as we lower down into upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Raise the left foot up and bring it through in between the hands. Swivel the back foot, the back heel down. Raise your arms up into warrior one. And warrior two, right here, back to where we started from. Let's reverse that warrior. And come back to warrior two. Straighten the front knee. Set yourself up for triangle. Basically, plug this left thigh or the leg into the hip socket. As you reach forward with your left fingers, as much as it will go, and then drop the left hand down and right arm up into your triangle. You want to try to be as flat as possible, like you're trying to fit into a toaster tray. And let's just go straight into a reverse triangle. Keeping that front foot straight. And back to warrior two. Bend the front knee. Windmill the hands down into plank. Go forward as you lower yourself down. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a couple moments here to just relax in downward facing dog. And actually let's do something. Make your feet wider than usual, a lot wider than usual in downward facing dog. And then see if you could grab your left foot with your right hand. Your right ankle with your right hand. I mean your left ankle with your right hand. And maybe look up through your armpit. Okay, and then release that, switch sides. So grab your right ankle with your left hand. As you look up your armpit, your right armpit. And release that. Bring the knees down. And let's go into child's pose. Feet together, knees apart. Sit back toward your heels. And then bring your hands forward and allow your forehead to just rest. Relax everything. Let's get on all fours, hands and knees. Do a little bit of cat-cow. Inhale, stick the bum out, look up. Exhale, round the back. Look at your belly button. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, angry cat pose. Inhale. And exhale. Now let's find center in between the two extremes. Keep the back of the neck long so the crown of the head is reaching forward. See if you can have a flat back. What is the center position there? Now let's try something new in cat-cow. So this is sometimes called disco cat-cow or a circular cat-cow. So basically I'm gonna arch like I normally did before and then go to bring my torso all to one side as I round out. And then I bring my torso to the other side as I arch. And this is just basically bringing my spine in a circular motion and my head is going the other way, opposite to the torso. And if you could play with that and find how it works, it's really scrumptious. And then switch position. So basically, let's start in a rounded position, like angry cat pose, and then bring the whole torso to the left as you arch your back, and then bring it to the right as you round out. This is just a nice little side bend action. And let's let that go. Now from here, let's do something different to cool it down. So fold one knee over like this, and then bring your left. So I have my left foot bent, my left knee bent, and I'm bringing my right foot over so it crosses the knee right here, and then I put my left elbow around my right knee and pull it in. As I bring my chest up, the more you bring your chest up and the more you hug your right knee in, the more you might feel a stretch in your glutes on the right side. Your mileage may vary. But the more you try to get tall, the more you might feel a stretch there. It's a very interesting glute stretch. Now let's switch sides. I'm folding my right knee in and then bringing the left foot around as I bring the crook of my right elbow in around my knee, pull it in as I try to get taller. So crown of my head is reaching up toward the sky, chest, I'm trying to bring my chest up and proud, but at the same time trying to hug that knee in closer to me. And if this feels like it's an impossible position or you're having trouble, get a thick pillow or a yoga block or something that you can elevate your butt onto and just do this same thing again. Maybe a huge maybe a box, anything that you could sit on to elevate your butt by a few inches, and you'll find a little more freedom. And that applies to many stretches, many seated stretches. Okay, so from there, let's release. And I'm gonna lay down on the mat. And thread the needle by bringing the right foot over the left thigh. So right foot over the left thigh, and then grabbing behind the thigh. Allowing my head to rest if that's an option for you. You can. You don't have to, but you can. Pull that left knee in toward your chest. As you try to pull the right knee away from your chest using your hip muscles. And then let's release that. Switch sides. Pull that right knee in toward your chest as you pull the left knee away from you using your own hip muscles actively. And it's nice to lift the toes up. If you're not sure what to do with your feet, engage them by lifting the toes up. Okay, and then let that go. And let's do the little shoelace pose. So cross your foot all the way around it. Basically, wrap your foot around the other, wrap your leg around the other leg. A little more deeper. Raise both feet up. And then just grab the opposite shins and pull them apart toward you. This is an interesting stretch. And if you want to intensify the stretch, you can just grab your feet rather than your shins. I'm okay here, but you know, you can definitely take it deeper by grabbing the feet as well. Different strokes for different folks. And let's release that. Switch sides, switch the cross of your legs. Try to go deep there. And then grab your shins as you lean back, resting your head, maybe remembering to breathe through it all as you experience new sensations. Grab the shins if you want the gentle version. Grab the feet if you want to go nuts. All right, and then let's release that. And let everything go. Dropping everything down. Maybe the hands go over your head. Maybe they go by the sides. Just find the most comfortable position for you right now. Maybe stretching out. That's what I feel like doing. Like I just woke up and I'm just stretching as much as I could on the floor. And let's just end with some Shavasana here. Just take a couple moments to just do nothing. Maybe put a towel over your eyes to take out all the light. And just relax.